One of the greatest benefits of gardening is the benefits it has on your mental health. And I have been blessed to have a very dear friend, Jodi Hutchinson, who not only has been a huge part of my life as far as helping me bring health and wellness and nutritional guidance to my patients, but also spiritual and mental well-being as well. Well, Jodi's very cool because when COVID struck and my son's girlfriend, who was a third grade teacher, Alex, was left to teach remotely from home, she was trying to think of great ways to engage her kids. So Jodi decided to do short videos for her classroom so that Alex would have something to post in her Google Classroom to keep the kids engaged. So I got the last video from Jodi today, and I have to tell you, it was amazing. I watched it 3 times because it's about how to make a garden out of things that you would normally be throwing out of your kitchen. I watched it 3 times, and I'm going to be doing this, so I thought that you should watch it too, so that you can learn from Jodi's garden. So have a great time and enjoy Jodi's garden.
And now for our quick garden update. Our little babies have sprouted. So we have baby basil and baby Swiss chard. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to learn how to regrow 3 different vegetables that you probably have in your kitchen. Okay, kids, now we're going to do an experiment. This is something my mom shared with me the other day, and it's something I've never really tried, so I thought, how fun if we do it together. This involves replanting lettuce that you've already used up, and maybe it's lettuce that you bought at the farmer's market or the grocery store. So what you do is at the very end of the lettuce, instead of breaking off the last few leaves, you save those. You keep it attached to the stalk right there, very important. So we must have this intact. And what I did is I just placed it in a little water while I was waiting for all of you. This morning, I found a small pot, put some delicious, healthy soil in there because that's what the plant's gonna get their food from, their nutrition that they need. And we're just gonna do it. So I am just digging about a 2-inch hole in this dirt. I know that's hard to see, but there's a 2-inch hole. I'm gonna take what's left of this lettuce head, gently place it in there. I'm gonna pack this soil around, covering up the stalk, and it's also giving it stability, okay, so it doesn't tip over. And there you go, we're done. Now, how are we going to monitor new growth? Well, what I did is I counted the existing leaves, and there are about 10 or 11 little leaves here. So now, as maybe the next 10, 12 days go, we're going to look and see if there are any tiny little leaves, and where they're going to come up from is in the center of the plant. The other thing that we're going to watch is for any changing in the colors of the leaves. Maybe they get a little yellow, maybe they get a little brown, and that might determine that it's not doing too well, or it can also be a good sign that the old leaves are maybe dying off to allow the new ones to come up. So we'll see how it goes, and what a great way to not waste and create more food. Okay, another vegetable we're going to reuse and regrow is celery. I've got this great bunch of celery right here. Still has some nice fresh leaves. And see the stalk right here? This is where the farmer cut it off here at the ground. It gets packed, shipped to the grocery stores, and you buy it like this, usually in a plastic bag. Well, what we're going to do is by cutting off the base, you can regrow it. So we're going to give it a try and see. I'm going to start it in some water, and then eventually in a couple of days I'm going to plant it in the soil just in a regular pot. So I'll do that a little bit later. But celery, in case you haven't ever had this before, you break off a stalk, you wash it, break it in half, and dip it in some peanut butter, only if you don't have a nut allergy, or maybe some hummus, or anything else that might be good. How about a little guacamole? And look at this. It has like a little place for it. You fill that up and delicious and good for you. So that's what you do with this. And what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna cut it off right here. Okay, we're gonna do it right now. And you know what, kids? This piece would normally get thrown out anyhow. So we're gonna reuse and recycle, so to speak. Reuse, recycle, regrow. I'm gonna put it in the water. Woo! I'm gonna put it in a little saucer of water just to get it moist and start that rerooting process. The next vegetable we're gonna grow is called a spring onion. Notice these little roots right here. We're gonna preserve those because we need those. And the way you use a spring onion is you can eat it raw or you can cook with it. You can put it on chicken or other vegetables. But you usually use this nice green part, maybe down to there. So you slice it up. Okay. Get it all ready for whatever you might be cooking. So watch what I'm doing. And some people will continue to use it all the way down to that white bulb near the roots and then toss it away. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it in a glass of water with the roots down, right in there. I'm gonna keep it in the house, put it in the sunshine, and I'm gonna grow a new spring onion. So I'm hoping what will happen, because this is totally an experiment. Can you tell I like science as a kid? Now another way is to actually plant this part in some soil. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig 4 little holes, not too deep, maybe about an inch, making room. And here's my little prizes. And like I said, normally people would just throw these away. But what we're gonna do is with the root end down, we're gonna just pop them in each little hole gently. 3, 4, okay. And then I'm just gonna put a little soil right around, make sure the roots are covered, and just giving them a little support also so they stand up. Okay, and that's it. We're gonna have some new onions. So what else do they need? A little bit of water. I'm gonna keep them in the house also for a couple days and put them in the sunshine. And the last ingredient every plant needs and every person needs, you tell me, love. So we're gonna give it lots of love, and we'll see who sprouts first.